everyone, welcome back to the Yearly Film Project. I'm Eric, aka Mr. Movie Monkey, and this week we're covering 2007, which in my opinion was a pretty good year for movies, but we did have a lot of stinkers, including my least favorite movie ever made. So let's just go on right to it. My biggest surprise in 2007 was Transformers. A lot of these movie adaptations, like from toy to movie, I don't have a lot of faith in. I don't think they can really pull it off that well. Even though there is a Transformers TV series in the middle, which I really like, I just didn't think they were going to pull it off that well, and I was wrong. This movie is a really great action movie, but it focuses on the plot too, which is really good. I thought Michael Bay did a great job directing it. It's my favorite Transformers movie of the series, and it was just a really fun movie. My biggest disappointment in 2007 was Daddy Day Camp. I really liked Daddy Daycare growing up. I thought it was a great family comedy, but Daddy Day Camp was just awful. Even though Eddie Murphy's not in it, I could have moved past that if it was a well-made movie, but it really wasn't. It was so forced. All the jokes were, they just tried too hard, and none of it made me laugh. It was just really hard to sit through. It wasn't really funny at all. I don't have a movie that I think was very overrated in 2007, probably because I haven't seen too many of the Oscar-nominated movies of that year, so none of them really stood up to me as overrated. My most underrated movie in 2007 was Spider-Man 3. I think it's just panned by comparison to the other two Spider-Man movies, which I really like, but I also like this one. It's really a fun movie. All the villains are really cool. I just think it's not as bad as people say it is. Now the Badass Award of 2007, which goes to Matt Damon from The Bourne Ultimatum. And don't be surprised if every year a Bourne movie comes out, Matt Damon gets the biggest Badass Award, because his character, Jason Bourne, is awesome, does the coolest stunts. It's a really great action movie. Matt Damon definitely supports it in the lead role. Just a great movie. Now on to the Oscar type section. My favorite director of 2007 is Jason Reitman from Juno, and the reason for that is because I really like the tone of Juno. A lot of these movies that have like this hipster kind of indie tone, I don't think they pull it off that well. They don't really engage me as much as Juno did, and Juno did a great job with the tone. It was established very early on, and you really are rooting for these characters. It's a really great movie, and the tone actually I think really supports that. It's definitely set by Jason Reitman, and the rest of the movie is really well directed, so that's why he's my favorite director of 2007. My favorite actor is Dan Castellaneta in the Simpsons movie, who plays Homer Simpson in the TV series and the movie, but also plays so many other characters like Krampa, Krusty the Clown, Barney Gumble, and a whole bunch of other characters, and he does them all very well. They all have really, really good characters, and their voices are perfect for their characters. He's just a great voice actor. My favorite actress of 2007 was Ellen Page in Juno. She did a great job following up with the tone of Juno, which I mentioned before. But Ellen Page did a great job with the character. You're really rooting for her character the whole time. And it's just a great movie, and she definitely supports the movie. My favorite supporting actress of 2007 was Christopher Mintz-Plasse, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Superbad. He plays Fogel, or probably better known as McLovin, in Superbad. It's a hilarious character. He delivered some of the best lines in this movie. He's probably one of my favorite raunchy comedy characters ever. My favorite supporting actress of 2007 is another one from the Simpsons movie, and that is Nancy Cartwright. She plays Bart Simpson, but she also plays Martin Prince, Nelson Muntz, Ralph Wiggum, Database. She's a whole bunch of characters, and she pulls it off great. She is an amazing voice actress. She does a lot of other cartoon characters too, and she did a great job in the Simpsons movie. And now it's my worst movie of 2007, which is epic movie. My least favorite movie ever made. It's just awful. I don't really hate these spoof movies. Like I like all the scary movies. I think they're all really funny. But this one was just terrible. It's just a really bad movie. It's not funny at all. I never laughed at it. I was pretty much just making this face the whole time. It's just an awful movie. Now on to my top 10 of 2007. Number 10 is Hot Rod, which I think is a really funny movie. Not a really well-made movie, but it makes me laugh every time I watch it. Andy Samberg is great. Jordan Taccone, Danny McBride, Bill Hader, they're all really funny in it. And it's just a really funny movie. Number 9, Transformers. A really cool, fun action movie. I think it was really pulled off well by Michael Bay. I really like Transformers. It's my favorite one of the Transformers series. Number 8 is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. The third Pirates movie, which a lot of people, it's their least favorite. It's my least favorite too, but I have a lot of fun with it. I think it's just panned by comparison, like I said about Spider-Man 3. It's not as good as the first one. The second one and the third one are not as good as the first one. Not even close, but I still think it's a really fun movie. Number 7, Spider-Man 3. All the villains are great. It's a really great Spider-Man movie. It's my least favorite Spider-Man movie, but I still really like it. Number 7 is Hot Fuzz. I think it's a really great comedy. Edgar Wright does a great job directing it. Sean Pegg and Nick Frost, a really great comedic duo, and they did no exception in this movie. They're really hilarious in it. Not as good as Shaun of the Dead in my opinion, but I still really like it. Number 5 is Juno. I really like this movie. The way you follow the characters through this like kind of really relatable journey is just really fantastic, and that's one of the things I love about this movie. All the characters are great. Ellen Page in particular, Jason Bateman, Michael Cera, they're all really fantastic in it. I just really like Juno. Number 4 is A Bourne Ultimatum. Just a fantastic action movie. Matt Damon is great in it. I'm not sure where it stands compared to the other 2 Bourne movies, but I just really love this one. Number 3 is Ratatouille. Not one of my favorite Pixar movies, but it's still really great, and it's really cool how it's interesting, even though this plot isn't as bizarre as some of the other Pixar movies. Just still a really interesting movie, and a really fun movie. It's a really great family movie and fantastic animation. Number 2 is Superbad, my favorite raunchy comedy of all time. All the characters are fantastic. Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Seth Rogen, Bill Hader, they're all really funny in this. Emma Stone too. It's just a really hilarious movie. I crack up, laugh out loud every time I see it. And number 1, my favorite movie of all 2007 is The Simpsons movie. The Simpsons is my favorite cartoon of all time, my favorite TV show of all time. And the way they adapted it could have been a little bit better, but if The Simpsons TV show never exists, I wouldn't be very happy right now. But if it never exists, The Simpsons movie standing alone would be an amazing animated movie. Great 2D animation, the best animation compared to all the TV show episodes. This animation is really good. And The Simpsons movie, just really hilarious, really funny movie. And yeah, I love this movie. It's my number 1. So thank you guys all for watching my 2007 video. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks when I do my 2006 video. And be sure to subscribe to the Yearly Film Project.